welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. This adventure was recorded over Zoom. This is our adventure, Spacefarers, The Thing, Part 2. In Part 1, the party had been flying on the ship the Starrunner through space back to the Rock of Brawl when they were diverted by a vision that Arvine had had from her goddess Mayheen. It brought them to a planet that was covered in ice, and when the heroes disembarked from the ship, they went to an ice cave where they fought an ice troll. After defeating the ice troll, they went down a 10-foot passage where they encountered and fought against a very strange alien thing. It was a creature that had dog faces and tentacles, and it seemed to be sort of an amalgamation of other creatures. Once they fought it, it retreated down the passage, and they followed it into a room that appeared to be part of a larger base. And they heard some voices coming, and so the party hid behind some crates, and a group of people went over to where the thing had tried to escape out the passage, and they started to put boxes and crates in front of it and use pieces of metal and weld it across the opening. Arvine is just about to stand up from behind her crates to talk to this group of people. And that's where this adventure will pick up.
Okay, so I'll kind of stand up from behind my crate and kind of like, say, excuse me, and kind of like, I'll have the swords, but I'll kind of hold them so they're pointing around away with my hands raised, so it's not like I'm in an aggressive posture.
No, just swing swords around.
Yeah.
And then this tall blue bitch comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be alarmed. We couldn't help but overhear you. We were sent here with some intent that we needed to help with something. We already encountered some monster that sounds a lot like what you guys are trying to stop.
So the second you stand up and start to speak, they all get very
Startled?
They're startled and they're very agitated. Yep. And as you're saying that, the entire group stops what they're doing and they all bunch up together and they move over toward where you are. And the guy with the dark hair and the beard and the tall gentleman with the other flame device, although Strax is probably the only one that really knows where they are right now, but they both come over to you with all of the other group, and the two in the front have what look like it could be weapons to the rest of you, sort of trained on you.
Yep.
It would be easy enough for me if the telepathic lines are still open to let them know what I think those are, especially if I consider them a danger. It's probably something I would do.
If you want to start trying to do that while this is happening, then that's fine. But right now, they basically come over to you, and the guy in the front, the guy with the dark hair, says, "Who the hell are you people?"
I'm still hidden, by the way.
No, but
right.
Matisse is standing.
Those two, yeah.
So I say,
that.
we don't mean you guys any harm. We came from a ship. We landed on the surface of this planet maybe, I don't know, like an hour ago, whatever the estimate of time would be.
Sure, that's fine.
So we were sent here because I had intelligence on something that looked like a fish that was caught in the ice. And I felt like we needed to come and help and see what was going wrong. And coming through these caves, we killed an ice monster. We encountered this monstrosity that looks like it contains many things. We fought it until it was badly wounded, and it seemed like it ran off. It came in here and ran into the ducts. So I'm looking at what you guys are doing, and I'm wondering, are you trying to stop it from getting back in? Because as far as the last we saw, it's still here. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to stop this monster and figure out why our intelligence sent us here to try to help.
We just want to help as much as we can.
He says, there's a lot of strange stuff going on right now, and we don't exactly trust people. Having you show up in our cargo hold is enough to make us a little bit concerned.
Yep.
You said you saw it move through that duct over there?
Well, it ran away from us. We found it out in the cavern, and it ran away. It came in through this busted hole in the door. I'm guessing that's how it came out to attack us. And then when we came back in here, there was a trail of slime and ichor. We had wounded it pretty badly, so I think it left that trail, and that trail goes into the duct.
He says,
so
that's a really nice story, but how do I know that you're not one of those things?
And what are those things you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know what those things are. It's not a creature any of us have encountered before. I don't even know what its capabilities would be beyond the fact that it was trying to mold around people and it could grab them with tentacles.
He kind of looks at the dark-skinned tall gentleman next to him, and they just kind of give each other a look. And the man with the beard turns to you. He looks very untrusting.
Yeah.
And he says, we're a geological research station. Yesterday, a dog showed up at the base. No one knows where it came from. We keep some dogs of our own, so we put it with the others. The dog was apparently some kind of strange alien creature. We heard the dogs yelping, and when we investigated, the creature was somehow absorbing the other dogs. We attacked it, but it got away, leaving behind the remains of one dog. One of our team members, Blair, examined the remains and discovered that the creature was somehow mimicking the dogs. Blair said this thing can absorb creatures and then copy them.
Okay.
Bennings was... Honey.
Go ahead.
Bennings was left alone with the dog's remains and was somehow infected. We had to burn him and the remains of the dog. We lost other people as well. We don't know who is real and who is an imitation. How do we know that you're not an imitation?
Well, we just landed here an hour ago. We're not any of the people who were on your station to begin with. One of our crew has a communicator that would go back to our ship if you want to speak to our captain.
None of the things that you were telling me are things that a mimic couldn't tell us.
I don't know what to say to you other than the fact that we fought this thing and we want to stop it just as much as you.
We have fought it too, and it has mimicked our people.
Yeah.
And it's injured, so it's probably scared and hiding. So why do you think that it would be right here in front of you now?
Because when it attacks people, it can mimic them. It has taken over people on our staff, and then we have had to burn them.
What have
fought it. It could have killed all of you and mimicked all of you.
What have you been taking as precautions to make sure that none of your own people in your group that's together right now have been taken over?
Right now, we're not 100% sure that any of us are not things. He says, my name is Mac, and this is Childs and Palmer and Windows and Knowles and Gary. Why don't we all stick together and sweep the entire base? See if we can find this thing and burn it.
Yep.
If any of us has any surprises for each other, we'll find out pretty soon.
That's true. I agree.
I like to burn things.
So I kind of look back at the others and...
No, don't give us away.
Don't give you... What the hell are you going to do?
I was just pondering.
Anything comes in your mind and says you should probably let them know we're here before we pop up.
So I turn to him and say, so I don't want to alarm you further, but we have two others in our party who are among us. They were staying in hiding because they wanted to be ready to protect us.
4.
So I said 2 others. Oh, 4 others. Yeah, 4 others, I guess, including constructs. Sorry. But yeah.
Don't forget Strax's teeth.
Yeah.
He says with
So-
some slight irritation, "We'll
Yeah.
get him out here."
Yep. So I say, all right, guys, come on, say hi.
Matisse
And
asks
I kind of,
him,
I say, okay, go ahead, Matisse.
does he happen to know if the people who are, as he says, infected, do they act differently at all? Do you notice any peculiar behaviors that might indicate that they're not the same?
There's no indication whatsoever.
I see you're carrying things that look like they
All right, well,
have fire.
let's-
Did you already explain to us, Strax, what those things are?
probably not. No.
Okay.
But easy enough to do. So, but first things first. All right. Yeah. Since you already let the cat out, since you already let the cat out of the bag, I'll go ahead and send out the two droids,
Yeah.
and go ahead and stand up myself. But I'm not gonna put the pistol away. I won't be pointing it right at them, but I'm not gonna put it
Just
away.
kind of keep, yeah, I mean, that's
That's fine.
protective. They have their weapons.
Everybody in the group,
Yeah.
I mean, they have the two devices.
Yeah.
The other people just have like basically makeshift weapons. They don't look like they really even know how to fight.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this? Whatever it is, mimic anything mechanical?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Max says to you, "I don't believe that it can mimic anything that is artificial."
Good. SDO1, you take point.
So we've got, yeah. So I'll basically do quick introductions for everybody, and I'll say, have you guys learned anything about, particular elements or things that this thing reacts more to than others? Like I see fire on some of these things you're carrying.
It doesn't like being hurt, and fire burns things. So
Okay.
we've been using that to try to burn up the bodies that were infected because we're not sure what else to do.
Okay. All right. So,
He kind of motions and he says, "Come on, follow me."
okay.
Right.
Oh, did Sarah pop offline?
I think Sarah popped off. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
He's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, sorry, John. Do you want to say something?
I see. So basically, I was just going to suggest that, that we go ahead and send SDO1 up in front, and
Yeah.
I guess I'll take
And
up
try-
the rear where I can still see what's going on.
Yeah. I mean,
can
I'll probably
smoke 'em.
That's the
still,
position Strax would want to take.
yeah, I'll probably still try to stay closer to point because I've got the high perception. So depending on if it seems like these guys aren't comfortable having all of us up in front, I mean,
Mac takes a position up front, and Childs, with his device, takes a position in the back.
okay.
And then essentially, like two of the guys go back with Childs, and two of the guys go up there with Mac.
Okay.
So they basically they've split their group into two groups, and they're on either end, with one person in each group having the device.
Okay. So is there room for me to be up in the front with
If you want to be next to Mac,
SC, or
that's
would I
fine.
be? Yeah, I'll be next to him.
Yeah, I
sure.
mean it can be the Steel Defender, and then you and Mac
Okay.
up front is fine.
Okay.
And
I'll be
Strax,
somewhere in the middle.
that's
Yeah.
fine. Strax, if
Yeah.
you want to be back there with Childs and his
Yeah,
device,
that's
that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Meet me at
That's a pretty
Matisse in the
interesting device you
middle.
got there. It actually projects flame, right?
That's correct.
Hey, I'd be interested to know how to build one of those. You got it.
He kind of like shakes his head a little bit, and he's like, "Look all you want."
Oh, there's no need to be rude.
He shoots you another look, but doesn't say anything.
All right. So is the direction we're going still the direction I kind of felt the pull down the corridor, right?
Yeah, you guys actually you don't get very far. There's as a group you begin to move your way, through the base, and first you check the adjacent research room that I mentioned that had the door. and then there's a small repair bay on the west that you kind of see as you go by, and a couple people go in there and kind of check it out.
Yep.
And then there is a large rectangular block of ice on the floor in the next room, which is a very, very large maintenance bay.
Okay.
And there is a large rectangular block of ice on the floor. It looks like they have heating devices that are pointed at it, and the
Okay.
water from the melting ice is draining into the grating on the floor. And you do see that there is a large fin in the ice that matches the vision that Arvine was getting
Oh.
from Mayhem.
Huh.
And as you begin to cross the room, you can see that the fin doesn't look like it's made from a creature. It looks like it's made from wood.
Okay. All right. So I kind of turn to the others and say that this is what my intel told me that I needed to find. This is what I had described to you guys before.
What is it?
I don't know. I kind of turn to the researchers and say, what is this? This is the intel that led us to this planet in the first place.
What is this intel that you keep talking about? How did you know to come here?
I kind of sigh and look at them.
It's all you. You can tell them what you're comfortable with.
Well,
I don't think they'll believe in metaphysical things.
if I show them metaphysical
says,
things.
I believe in just about anything right now.
Okay. So I kind of sigh and say, all right, you're one of a special few. I have intel because I have connections to a deity, and this is the reason why. And I start to show the transformation.
Okay.
And I stop it because I don't want to waste the abilities of it, but
Okay.
basically
Oh,
say,
sure. Transform
have-
in front of them when we're hunting a transforming beast.
Well,
Yeah.
a glowing angel with wings and a halo, that's not exactly the same nature as this amorphous blob.
No, but they do seem a little startled by it, and they do raise the flame weapons at you momentarily
Yeah.
until the
And I raise
transformation
the-
starts to revert.
All right, so I kind of revert the transformation and kind of like make real strong eye contact with them and say, my goddess sent us here to help. We are hired by our ship as trained fighters. We are all trained warriors. If we wanted to kill things, you guys probably wouldn't stand a chance. I'm going to be very honest. We are here to help. We want to stop whatever this monster is, and I need to figure out what this thing that you're melting out of the ice is, because my goddess told me it's very important.
Well, if you make any sort of aggressive action, we can burn you down just as easily.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did I do that out loud?
I understand that, but we're not here to attack you. We're here to figure out what this thing is and to stop that monster that's threatening everybody.
Do you know what this is with your divine sense or whatever it is?
I don't. All I was shown was that I was shown a vision of something that looked like a fish in ice, and my goddess gives me visions of things that are important that she thinks that I need to pursue, so that they're not always very specific. Yeah, can you tell me anything about why, what this is? Why did you guys bring it in to start melting it out in the first place?
How did you come by this?
After the thing's initial attack, we followed the dog's trail back through the snow and found that object encased in the ice. So we used some of our heavy equipment to bring it back here. We don't know what it is, but I would agree that it might be some kind of a ship. We're throwing it out to see if it might give us some information about the thing.
What if it releases more of them?
It came from the ship. I don't know why it would have been frozen, but then other things in it were not frozen. Like, why wouldn't they all have just come here?
Right.
Why wouldn't they all
Or-
still be frozen in the ice?
If it originated there, yeah. I mean, was there any sign that something had started to crack out of it before you brought the ice block in, or was it fully intact when you first brought it here?
The entire thing was buried in the ice.
Okay. Is there anything that we could do to help you guys get the ice off of it faster? Obviously, we don't want to damage whatever this is, but the sooner we get answers.
Well, we're not
hopefully-
using, and he makes reference to the devices. He says, we're not using our flamethrowers on it because we don't want to damage whatever is inside if it's some kind of a
Yeah.
magical device or a ship or something.
Man.
Well, they'll probably just have to wait for that then.
Yeah.
I'm
'cause
keeping an
like
eye on the rest of the room while all this is going
Even,
on. by the
even
way.
chipping off the ice would probably damage it, because otherwise I'm guessing you guys would have used other tools to try to crack it open.
We have other tools, but again, we don't know what it is or we don't want to damage it.
Okay. And
Yummy.
I don't get any other sense from Maheen other than the fact that this is the thing I was looking for.
Correct.
Do I? Okay. All right. I guess. So I kind of turn to the rest of them and say, okay, are there other areas of the station you want to explore, or is this a safe place for us to just kind of hunker down as a group?
No,
Keep a wary eye and see.
I
what
don't think
else-
they're going to want to sleep before we.
Oh, I don't think we're going to sleep. That we could maybe do a short rest. That would be nice.
We're going to check
but
out the
yeah.
entire base, and we want you to go with us.
Matisse asked the question, where do they think the beast or monster came from? Did they notice any other frozen items or things that might have been unwittingly unleashed somehow?
Came in as a dog.
We followed the trail of the dog out, and it didn't lead directly to wherever this object was. It was within about a half a mile of it,
Yeah.
so we're not sure exactly where this thing came from.
If there's a connection.
If there's a connection.
You said there's
probably is.
this object in the middle. You said there's a fin sticking out.
You can see through the ice that there is a piece of wood that's been shaped and carved to look like a fin.
Okay, but it's still
Is it like-
encased.
It's still in the ice.
Okay, so I can't touch it yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Are we talking
That's what I
like
wanted to
bigger than a person, or like
The fin itself, or the object.
the
Yeah.
fin?
The fin is probably about 5 feet on the vertical measurement. It's about 5 feet.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
geez.
Okay,
Tall?
so the
Jeez.
object itself is probably like skiff size.
Um,
It's just little ship.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably like maybe like 40 or 50 feet long. The block of ice.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
40 to 50 feet long. That's pretty substantial. What I wouldn't give for spells to manipulate ice and water, right?
Well, let me see what information I can get out of it. Guys, kind of keep an eye on things for a few minutes.
What is it you want to do? Max seems slightly annoyed. What is it you're trying to do?
Well, I have a bit of a spark of magic, and I can, with a bit of focus and stuff like that, I can see if there are any objects around that are also being affected by it. It takes me a little time, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I know there's lots of
Yeah.
magic stuff out there. I don't deal in that, but how long do you need?
10 minutes.
That's fine.
And I kind of look at Strax and nod, and then I kind of turn to Matisse and say, Matisse, I wonder if this particular object may have any memories tied to it. If it was in fact the cause of something good or bad, maybe would you be willing to try your skills at the same time that he is concentrating? to
Is
see what
his
he can
ability
learn?
more about a place than an object?
Correct.
I'm not an object. Okay. All right. Never mind.
Correct.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
For the 10 millionth time, it's a place.
Sorry.
I didn't say anything.
Well,
I know.
a skiff is kind of a place.
If I could touch it, I could cast
Yeah.
Identify on it, but I can't touch it yet. So
Right.
John gets
Detect
it.
magic is the
Thank
best
you,
I can
John,
do.
for getting it.
So, all right. So,
So this
Topaz would also
ritual
like
cast,
to
detect magic.
Ritual cast, detect magic. Okay.
Kind of fiddle. Take one of my little spyglasses out. Kind of tinker with it a little bit. Try to get it working against stupid things. Snap it. Working on there. Eventually get it. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So
Take a
over
look
those
at it and see what's going on.
over those 10 minutes, the researchers, you think they've been through a lot. They talked about people dying and things like that. They're all very sort of agitated and annoyed, and they're very much on guard. They don't really seem to relax over the course of that 10 minutes. And, they obviously still don't know you guys very well. They you think that they probably are somewhat suspicious that you could all be the thing. So,
Jamie attempt to persuade them that we're okay or to be calmer.
You've tried to persuade the group to be calmer?
The researchers try to ease their minds or.
I think she's trying to be be a little bit more persuasive that we're actually who we say we are.
Can Jamie
trying to identify with them, talk about stories about how we've lost people, I
have a thing. Janie can talk to people's minds, right? So
I'm not going in their minds right now.
I'm just saying, would she
enough.
have the idea or the capacity to see who might actually be this alien intelligence thing? You know what I mean?
Oh.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I can't read minds. I can only talk to people psychically.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you could talk to them in their head, they might react differently. If you know what I mean? If it's an alien intelligence, it might not react the same way, surprise or something. You know what I mean? I know I'm reaching, but it might not be a bad
No, I mean, it's not a bad idea because I think that the researchers, they might be surprised, but they would ultimately probably reply to her.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I don't know if clearly the alien intel thing if it mimics things and looks like people, it can mimic external speech. The question is, can it mimic telepathically?
Or can it mimic memories or anything to that
assuming
extent?
Assuming it even has
memory.
Yeah.
Any kind of intelligence in the first place. Well, obviously it has to. Never mind. Scratch that. For mimicking people, it has to have some. All right.
Yeah.
It's worth a try.
To Janie's, to what you were saying, Sarah, she can try to talk to them and tell them all those things that you mentioned. And, they listen, but you get the sense that they've been so much that, there's nothing you can say that can convince them that you are not a mimic, because there's no way you can prove it otherwise, any more than they can prove that the other people in their own group are not the thing. They're suspicious not just of your group, but everybody in their group. They're all giving each other the side eye sometimes and things, and they're all watching everybody, you and the rest of their own group, very closely. So you basically don't get the kind of response that you're hoping from them.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, sir.
Can I attempt a medicine check to try to see if they seem normal to me?
Do you want to conduct this by trying to actually have physical contact, or are you trying to do it just visually? You're pretty sure if you walk out them, try to touch them, that they're not going to be about that. But you tell me what you want to try.
If I touch, I could try to persuade them to let me touch them and then do a medicine check.
All right, tell me, then describe to me what you do.
So I'm going to walk up to Mac first and say, Sir, I know you don't know me, but I'm very skilled in understanding medicine, and I would love to try and see if I can see a difference between any of you than what normal humans typically look like to me.
And how would you do that exactly?
If you would allow me to take your hand, I'd like to inspect you.
No.
Oh, okay.
He kind of looks around at the group and he says, "Nobody touch anybody."
Okay. I kind of look at him and say, do you guys have any medical resources of your own? Have you considered trying to develop some kind of test that would check, if people have normal blood, is something abnormal?
If I come up with some kind of a way, then maybe we can try it.
Okay.
We do have a medical bay. We can make our way in that direction. Once he's done doing his magic thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so John, the 10 minutes goes by, and you get a sense that there is magic in the area, and you focus on it, and other than anything magical that you're already aware of, the object in the ice radiates a large field of magic.
Is there any particular school, or is it like a Spelljammer ship type field of magic?
Well, I mean, you've been around spelljamming ships enough that it's easy enough to just say that it is a spelljamming type of field.
Okay. But nothing beyond that. It just seems like a regular Spelljammer ship.
Yeah. I mean, you get the same sort of a magical essence off of it that you would get if you were to do that around the Star Runner or any other spelljamming ship.
Right. So, well, I can definitely say that this is a do they actually call them spelljamming ships in universe?
Correct.
Okay. This is definitely a spelljamming ship. I've certainly seen these kinds of ores before. Beyond that, I don't see that it has anything special about it. Whether this has anything to do with our interesting creature, I can't see anything from here. I don't see how he could have. I mean, it's the only thing I can figure is that if this was his ship, he had abandoned the ship long ago. So unlikely to be any other creatures on it. But if it was his ship, maybe we'd get some information on where the ship came from once we can see some markings on it.
Max says, I agree. If it was the creature's ship, why isn't it frozen inside of there with it?
Right. How much longer do you think it might take to thaw?
Probably another 24 hours.
Oh, jeez.
That's a long 24 hours if we can't
It's a
find this
long
thing.
time to, yeah.
Mac looks at you and he's like, "Are you done?"
Yeah, I'm not getting anything more on this for the moment.
Yeah.
Wait,
I kind of look at them sorry, go ahead, Matisse.
I was going to say, you said that the creature is afraid of heat, correct?
It's no more. I mean, it burns when you put fire on it. I mean, everything burns when you put fire on it.
They're using the weapons they got at hand.
What if you turn the heat up in here so it gets really hot?
Then
Do you
we'd all be
think
really
that-
hot and uncomfortable.
Well, yes, but then maybe this creature would be more likely to do what he needs to do.
I get what you're trying to say, Matisse, but heat doesn't really have any special effect on this creature. They're just using the weapons they have at hand, which happens to be flamethrowers.
Yeah. Or at least we don't know. We don't know enough about the thing's nature to know if there's anything that it's...
Well, my bonfire didn't
Vulnerable.
hurt it any more than usual.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Max says, "These are the only weapons that we have. We have fire, so we use fire."
Okay. Kind of look at them and say, how long was the group of 6 of you together prior to us encountering you in the cargo bay?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes. So is that within the time frame that we were still fighting the creature?
Cutting it close.
Maybe you're not.
Not sure.
I mean,
Okay.
you think approximately around there.
So it's likely that we were still fighting the creature when that group of 6 people claim that they were together. But we can't be sure. Okay. All right, I don't say anything about it if I'm not certain about that. So.
No, you're not
Yeah.
exactly certain.
Okay.
I think these gentlemen are pretty eager to continue our search, and we can talk along the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not getting anything just hanging out here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so back to our marching order.
Okay.
All right. SDO1. Take
You
one.
continue along, and you continue going through the base. You check some research labs, a conference room, some living quarters, and you're sort of on your way toward the medical lab. As Arvine had suggested, and you come to a 3-way intersection. And as you come into this 3-way intersection, the ceiling bursts open, and the thing lands in the middle of the group, and it has changed shape into something that has huge wings and claws as part of its grotesque form, although you can still see elements of dog in there, as well as some elements of human in there as well. It uses its wings and it throws members of the party and the researchers in all directions, separating you into 3 groups.
I think we found
passages. And there's basically Mac and Windows and Palmer are in one passage. Childs, Knowles, and Gary are in another passage, and the party is in another passage. And you all manage to get to your feet and prepare yourselves for battle as it lets out this shrieking howl. So I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, and then we will roll initiative after we resolve the saving
Oh
throws.
boy.
Okay, lots of wisdom, including the constructs.
Including the constructs, yep.
Okay.
Just so that you know, I have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Awesome. Then roll with advantage.
Very nice. Okay, so 60 out of the way. So for me,
Nice. 22.
for SD01, not bad. And GH88. Yeah. Alrighty.
So 22. Arvine, you pass.
Oh no.
And,
Strax.
Strax got a 5.
5.
Gus got 5.
Oh, did you already burn your inspiration?
Actually, oh no, yeah, good point. I did not burn my inspiration, so I will do so. Before you tell me pass or fail.
Okay.
Not that that's much. Ooh, better. But probably still not good enough. 12.
Okay.
The Steel Defender. What's his wisdom modifier? 0. So he got 6. No. Sorry, no. The Steel Defender got 17.
Okay.
I get the wrong one. Too many dice. And GH also 0 got 3.
Okay, so you and the GH88 failed.
Yeah. Okay.
And Arvine, you passed. Matisse, you failed.
Oh, I didn't get it yet.
Oh, you didn't give it to me yet?
Nope, 24.
Oh, 24, sorry.
Yeah, Matisse.
Okay.
You succeeded. Sorry, Janie, what did you get?
22.
22. So
Nice.
you succeeded, okay. So, so Strax and GH88 were the ones that failed out of the party, correct?
Seems like it.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Look at me.
So GH88 and Strax, you are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, and you can end it on a successful save. Right. Okay. So you see that. Where are we? So Knowles and Gary and Palmer and Windows, they all fail and go off running down the passageways, but you see that Childs and Mac both are standing there and they seem to be working the controls on their devices, and they seem to not be frightened. But the 2 people that they each had in their individual groups have run down the hallways.
Okay.
So now we will roll some initiative.
Initiative.
I will roll for my guys. I'm going to put them on the same initiative.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Steak.
So what was that, Jake?
Steak.
Steak.
Oh. All right.
Dick.
Initiative for Strax.
8.
8. And RV.
17.
17. And Matisse.
12.
12. And Jamie.
14.
14. Okay, and then
This one's fired tonight.
The big green dice is failing you.
Yep.
Sorry, Greg.
okay, so the initiative order is Arvine, Janie, Matisse, Thing, Strax, Mac, and Childs. Okay. So did that. Okay, did that. Just double checking here before we start.
Oh,
Where's
man, I should have
Wolf
used my saving
Friendly?
face. That would have been the perfect time to use it. Oh well.
Okay. All right. So we'll start at the top of the round with Arvine, our Asimar fighter.
Okay.
So essentially, you are still in a 10-foot wide passage.
Okay.
You can move up onto the creature, but essentially, it is in the center of 3 passages.
Okay.
And as it comes to the ceiling, there is basically a lot of debris. There's lots of rock and ice and bits of metal and things like that, making
Okay.
it difficult to move around it within this passage.
Okay.
That's not precluding you from using tumbling if you want to, but
Okay.
I'm saying that it would be difficult terrain if you make the check successfully. It would be difficult terrain to move through it at all.
Okay. How tall is the passage?
It's only 10 feet. It's a 10-foot square passage.
So the thing is all the way up to the ceiling because it's
Correct.
a 10-foot tall creature. Too.
Yeah, it's in a 10-foot square, and you're in a 10-foot
Okay.
square passage.
It's taking up all.
Yeah, taking up all the
All right.
room, plus a lot of debris all around it.
Okay. So are the other guys in the other passage adjacent to it?
They are not adjacent to it, and they are not standing. Well, right now they're not adjacent to it, and they don't look like they're moving closer. They look like they are training these weapons toward it,
Okay.
like pointing toward it, not
Okay.
moving toward it. pointing
Hopefully
the
not
weapons toward it.
trying to burn us too.
Yeah.
At this point, they probably don't care.
It said hopefully.
All right. Well, let's see here. I think I am going to stay on this side of the creature for now. Move up with my Wakazashis. I am going to do a bonus action to give myself advantage on attack rolls until the end of the current turn. It also gives me 5 temporary hit points. So we'll do 5. So I will take a single swing, because I can't do offhand, with a Wakazashi. All right, that's going to hit for AC 24.
Boobies!
It's going to hit for AC 24.
That does it.
And it is going to hit for 9.
9?
9.
9.
Schnell! Yeah.
You slash through one of its wings.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to stay there because I don't want to provoke.
Okay. Then we move
Did it
to
eat me, Raven?
What's that?
what?
Oh,
I
did it
asked if
absorb
it
a
eat me,
raven?
Raven.
I'm kind of wondering what I kind of like look at the guys like around the corner who are still there and be like, what the heck did that thing absorb now? What did you have in here? And then I just kind of position defensively.
It's the Raven Queen!
It absorbed the Raven Queen.
She's everywhere!
You're not in Barovia anymore.
Are they like feathered wings that it has or like dragony wings?
They look like bat type wings.
Oh.
That thing.
Yeah.
That thing.
Ice bat.
Okay, so Janie, our Clash Star sorcerer.
Light it up!
Is everybody more than a 15-foot cone away from me?
Right now, you guys were all kind of thrown, and you're all picking yourself up. So I'm going to say that right now, your group is like 15 feet away from it. So you have enough room to move up and blast it and move back without actually being in melee with it.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I will be doing that.
Okay. This is
So
burning
I
hands.
put my hands together like these, and second level, zap! Burning hands.
Zap is electricity, you know.
Yeah.
Second level whoosh.
There you go.
Here.
There you go. All right, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Got a 18.
Fucking A.
Oh boy.
It still takes half damage.
It does not. Oh, it still takes half. Okay. Roll good. Roll good. Roll good. Eh.
Yeah.
10 fire.
10 is the half.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. 10 is the whole, so it's 5.
Five,
Sorry.
okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
still some.
But it's 5 per square it occupies, right? That's how it works.
So it's constantly.
Strax.
It's
It's constantly shifting form, moves out of the way of some of the fire there.
5 per creature that it absorbed.
Oh, and
Did you wild search?
I did not.
Okay.
Aw.
Is that
I just rolled it.
Is that your turn, Janie?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. Matisse.
Nice.
All right.
It's about 15 feet from you. You're in a 10-foot wide passageway. If you want to, you can move up like 10 feet and get to get up on it. 10, 15 feet to get up on it.
Yes. All right. So, laser sword attack.
Laser sword. Force damage from laser sword. Our Diva Paladin. Diva Paladin hit AC 4. Okay, it shifts out of the way and you hit the floor with the laser sword.
Oh my goodness.
I
Greg,
give
I'm
up on
sorry.
trying. It's
Dice are not nice to you tonight.
Oh,
So
no.
now it is the thing. So, what is its reach? Okay,
Good.
so it's going to take a couple of claw attacks at you, Matisse.
Okay.
But you're big and tanky, so
Ow,
it's probably
15-foot reach.
No, he's standing right next to it.
Oh, that's right. He moved up.
Yeah.
Okay. So attack number 1. That's a decent roll. AC 21.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay. So you are going to take. Hold on a minute here. I have more dice to roll.
Oh boy. Great googly muggly.
So this one. Okay, and then these ones.
That's right. They sound like small dice.
Yeah, but they're probably big hits.
Okay, so you take 11 slashing damage from the claw.
All 11.
11.
That hurts.
As it rakes into you, there's this weird, like almost like you would describe it as like some kind of like a psychic attack that comes along with that damage. It's very strange. It's very alien. It's not like anything you've ever encountered before. And you take 10 psychic damage.
Oh no. Oh bloody.
Dude.
Oh no.
That's a harsh hit.
That's a lot. He must have rolled high damage. Dang.
All right, and that's so our Diva Paladin is at less than half of his hit points in that one hit. Boom.
Good grief, DM.
Mm.
All right, and then the other person next to it, so it's going to attack you again.
Oh,
no, wait, sorry. No, it only has one attack. It doesn't have multi-attack.
Thank
I was
God.
gonna say, as hard as it's
Jesus.
hitting, holy shit.
I'd
Keeps
be
changing
like-
forms.
be
The
like
other form had multi-attack.
dead.
This one doesn't. It's got all these different forms. Okay, so then it is Strax, our Hobgoblin Artificer.
Ugh.
Okay,
19.
I'm
Constructs.
frightened. Okay, I am going to start by casting Heroism on myself.
Okay, does that get rid of the frighten?
It's a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its
Nice.
turns.
Nice job.
So that should take care of my frightened condition,
does,
but
it
it
does,
uses
yeah.
up my action.
Is your action point already burned?
My action point has not been burned, but I don't think I need to use it. Actually, no, this thing. For one weapon attack with my frickin' pistol that doesn't been doing shit tonight.
Or halberd, right?
Well, he had his pistol out.
Yeah,
But he could drop it and drop it and draw the halberd with the flourish. But yeah, that's about all he's
not
got
just
for
yet.
options.
No,
Yeah.
I'll just use.
Yep.
I'll just use my bonus action to send in SDO1 to get it to get in there.
Does he go in and do his force bite?
He
Force
will.
rend?
Okay. Yep. On his. Yeah, he will do a force rend. On when it's his turn. But and GH88, I will instruct to just hold and defend himself until the until the frightened condition goes away.
The dodge, nice.
Yeah, he'll just sit and dodge, which is his default action. So so to start with the Steel Defender, he will force empowered rend, hit AC 11.
AC 11, he can't quite get a hold.
Okay, then I just need to roll for a GH88 save. Which it was Wisdom? Doesn't matter. 4 is not going to do anything.
Oh, still
Okay.
frightened. Okay. So then you see a bunch of flames shoot out of the front of the device that Mac is wearing. But that is a crappy roll. The
Dang
thing
it.
morphs out of the way, and then Childs tries the same thing with the flame. That's better. He does hit it, and he does some fire damage to it. Okay, and you can all see that they're standing back. They shoot the flame a good like 15 feet in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a good thing because otherwise they'd probably hit us.
So then we're back up to the top.
Probably also don't want to be touched by it.
And Arvine, or SMR Fighter, you are up.
Okay.
Lost your headset, Sarah.
Yeah, it's really top of me.
So here's a question. If I were to tumble into the third passage, would I be able to get flanking without being in the way of the flamethrowers? Or would I not be? It's hard to envision how this is actually set up.
Is it a conal attack, essentially?
Is this a T intersection? Are they on the T of the T? You know, it's...
You think that they wouldn't be able to use their flamethrowers.
Okay, then I am not going to do that. All right, so...
Without burning you.
Right, that bad, okay. So, let's see here. Just want to take a look at what I've got that I can do.
Trying to think if there's anything I can do.
You can stick your laser sword up its many butts. Greg.
Whoa!
This is true.
All right, well, I
Who
am...
knows how many butts it has?
It probably doesn't even know how many butts it has.
I am going to swing with some Wakazashi.
You might see some penises moving through there. Who knows?
Ew!
Some boobies.
Ew! All right, let's see.
I like Sarah's.
All
taste.
right.
I'm not that desperate.
All right, AC.
Jesus.
AC 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Why do you keep moving the screen when you roll?
Because the dice keep bouncing back behind my laptop, and I need to see where, because I'm kind of rolling them off
That's
the paper
what
bag.
a dice tray is for.
Nope. All right, so AC 24.
Ooh,
AC 24 to hit for 9. slashing.
9.
Okay.
So she's going to whirl around with the second Wakazashi and try to do it again.
All right. Second attack.
She's whirling.
She's a whirl.
I
dervish.
don't think that's going to do it unless AC 10 will hit.
Dervish.
AC 10. You try to slash it with the Wakazashi, and there's a moment when like this mouth comes out and bites onto it and stops it, and then it lets go, and the mouth goes away.
Okay. All
Fun.
right. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for this
Okay.
turn.
So Janie, our Kalashtar sorcerer, you are up.
Yay!
Big
Sorry.
boom boom.
Big boom boom.
Missiles. Something big.
And flamey.
Or flames. Although
Wild surge
now
fireball. Surge ball. Wildfire.
Ball.
you're a ball.
I'd go down for the count for that.
Oh,
Whoa. I was gonna say.
Whoa.
Well. No, that's not very much damage. What the hell? Let's go second level magic missile.
second
Oh,
level
broke.
magic missile.
So glowing darts. Beady 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 bee.
So it starts at 3 darts, and do you get 1 extra per level?
One
I
per-
do. So it is 4 darts. Ah! Drop the dice.
Drop a dice.
Flying darts.
Caltrap down! Caltrap down! Where'd it go?
Don't step on it. D4
No idea
suck to
where it
step on.
went.
Don't roll on it. Don't
Hold on.
Stuff to poop
Don't
on.
sit on it.
Oh no.
Oh,
I have no
don't
idea where
take
it went.
1d4 damage.
Get out another one.
For me to poop on.
It's a good thing I have so many dice I can't control them all. One more caltrop.
That is not high contrast dice.
Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
4 is 13. Did it make its death
Oh, there's
savings?
no save for.
Oh, there's no save.
It just takes. It just
Death
takes 13.
saving.
13.
9 plus 4 is 13. 13!
Nice.
Okay, the magical missiles come flying out. They swerve all around, and each one hits unerringly. Bam, 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 bam.
Does the thing look drastically healed from the last time we fought it too?
It looks just like a weird amalgamation of stuff.
Okay. So it doesn't look like it's bloody anymore. Okay.
You think you might see a wound here or there, but it's hard to make that out
Yeah.
amidst all the other weird stuff that's
All
going
the
on
other
in his
weird
body.
shit.
Very fluid tentacle monster.
Yeah.
Did you wild search, Jeannie?
Oh, I didn't roll. Hold on. I did not.
Okay.
No wild surge.
I'm almost hoping for it at this point. We could use something.
Something erratic, yes.
Don't wish for things that you're not sure you want. And with that is my turn. I'm going under my desk.
Okay. Matisse, you're standing right next to it with your
Come on, Matisse.
laser sword and shield.
Here we
Try
go.
another attack.
How hurt are you?
Quite hurt.
You can tell him what your hit points are, Greg.
10 out of
10 hit
33.
10 out of 33.
So you could lay on hands yourself, but you are right there. So attacking and letting something else heal you potentially.
Yes.
Yeah, I could.
I'm hoping for a good hit.
The
Come
initiative
on.
is Matisse, the Thing, and then Strex.
All right, so it's going to be 16 to hit
16. You do connect with one of its
Yeah,
gushy
Matisse.
parts.
for
Gushy
9.
parts.
You want to put smites into it, or are you low on spell slots?
I have one left, so I'm going to use that last one
Okay, so another
to
2d8.
smite it. All right, so. All right, come on, D8s. And another 4.
Another 4. Okay, as you strike it with the laser sword, divine energy of Mayheen flashes out. And then it is the Thing's turn. And let's see. So nobody is frightened.
GH88's frightened.
Okay, yeah, but he's not within
But he's
range.
not in melee range.
Okay.
He's gonna-
So I'm going to try this recharge thing.
Ooh.
No recharge.
Yay.
Hey,
Okay. And let's see. I'm just gonna high-low for the people that are in melee because it's got RV and you're up in base with it, and Matisse is base in base with it.
And SD was. I'm confused now.
I'm sorry. Was the Steel Defender was in base with it, and Matisse was in base with it?
yes.
Okay, so then...
Yeah, SDO1 ran up to attack. So.
Okay, all right. So then Arvine is stepping in and attacking and stepping back. But if you do that,
Yeah, I wasn't stepping back.
okay, but you can't be up there because...
Well, I was the first one up there, so the
Oh.
real answer is whether SD should really still be up there.
Okay, well, SD didn't do anything, so SD is not up there because you and Matisse
Okay.
are...
So SD cannot impose disadvantage on this attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is Matisse and Arvine, and I'm just gonna high-low it. So Greg is low and Kate is high. So Greg is low, so it's gonna attack Greg.
Oh, no.
Yay.
Let's see here.
I can only
Just a
hope
regular
for
attack.
miss.
That is AC 23.
That will hit.
Okay.
It seems like I'm going down.
I did roll a lot of ones. You take 18 damage total between
Oh, I'm
slashing
down.
and psychic.
Down.
Ouch.
Time for adrenaline shots.
Diva Paladin
Adrenaline
goes
shot
down.
doesn't recover. Doesn't recover hit points.
What?
Correct. No, it does.
No, it heals some.
Does it?
It does a
Yeah.
quarter. It does a quarter of the person's maximum hit points rounded down.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And a
I thought it was just
massive
temporary hit
amount,
points.
massive temporary hit points. Yeah.
Okay, so it can recover somebody from down.
It can.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was planning to give him anyway, but I will move up and I will hit Matisse with a shot of adrenaline.
Okay.
So just to reiterate, let's see. So for 10 minutes, you feel no pain, experience general fear of euphoria, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
I take a level of exhaustion.
Yeah,
like
you do take a
after
level of
certain point.
exhaustion. Let's see. You regain an amount of hit points equal to 1/4 of your maximum hit points, rounded down. So, what's
So
your max?
33 is max.
32,
So
16, so that's
it would
8.
be eight hit points.
Yay, base 2 math. Let's see. And an amount of temporary hit points equal to your constitution score.
My con score is 15.
So you get 15 temporary hit points. That's awesome.
And you have advantage
Good
on your
shit.
next attack roll
All right.
before the end of your next turn.
Okay, so apply changes and temporary.
You get Matisse's neck. Push the button. Some of the green liquid goes into her, and she becomes conscious and is very high.
Wakes up with a gas.
Blue evil is on deck.
Okay, and let's see. So I didn't have to go into 5-foot range to do that, so
Correct.
I can back out.
Yep.
Since you didn't move out of the way for the steel defender to get in there, did you?
Should I?
I mean, no.
Arvine.
Arvine.
No, I did not.
Okay.
She would have provoked from that.
I would have to provoke.
Okay. Then the steel defender will just do the best it can by lunging in and making an attack. So where is that?
Okay.
Okay.
This particular form.
Oh wait, no,
of the creature.
he would lunge in and have to back out and take a.
Correct.
So he can't do that.
I mean,
he could try.
can.
He could try to
could.
tumble through to get to another location. He
Where
might be
there-
more. I don't know
for
how
the same
dexterous
reason that
he
there's
you
is.
fire,
didn't.
Where there's fire, honey.
Okay,
Yes.
because it would block the other guys. Never mind.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing that happened for you.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. Steel defender can't take those kinds of hits, so he's basically out of the fight until he can get up in melee.
So he dodges.
So he takes the dodge action. Let me roll for GH to save.
Steely Dan.
10.
Then still friend.
Still
10-10
Okay.
does not win.
All right, that's turn.
Okay. And then Mac is gonna use his flamethrower. That's better. He does burn it with some fire.
Burnanate.
And then Childs is gonna go. He also hits.
Nice.
Good job.
Not a ton of damage, but still, it's something.
Keep hitting that bitch.
So then it's up to top of the initiative order with Arvine, SMR Fighter.
Okay. All right.
Chop, chop, chop.
I think we're gonna do some Wakazashi stuff again.
Wakazashi.
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 You do.
Alright. That's spectacular. Alright, so AC 13 to hit.
It morphs out of the way of the blade.
Okay. So I'll swing back with the offhand one.
Offhand.
Ugh. AC worse. Ooh.
AC
That's
works.
not good.
Moves out of the way and you hit the wall.
Yeah. Alright. I think that is it for me.
Matisse, do you have a paladin?
All right, so let's go for some more hittings.
Okay, remember you have advantage on your first roll.
Okay.
Yes,
all
you
right.
do.
I'm
You are
gonna
high on adrenaline.
I'm gonna try to take advantage of that advantage. All right, we'll go with that. That's gonna be 21 to hit
Double hit.
Nice.
and 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
We are not supporting the use of illegal performance-enhancing drugs.
Drugs.
That's true. So you anticipate one of the areas of it trying to shift, and you smash in
Yeah.
one of its weird mouths with your laser
Yeah.
sword.
Wait, what did Janie do? Did I completely space her turn?
I haven't taken a turn yet.
Oh,
Janie is after me in the initiative order.
Oh, I keep
yes.
screwing up the initiative. Go ahead, Janie.
Sorry, but my turn was a good turn though.
That was a good
You were
turn.
getting anxious.
I was.
You gonna make him redo his turn, or you just gonna come to me now?
No, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I'm just gonna let you go.
Okay.
Light it up.
Magic missile, first level. Running out of spell slots, guys.
I ran out of spell slots. I don't have any more.
Yeah.
All right.
You do think it's bloodied Matisse after your attack.
Oh, good.
We need to try to kill this
7.
thing.
Plus 3, that'll be 10 fire damage.
10-5.
Or force, isn't it?
Or force, sorry.
Force.
But it's a
All right.
missile. It should be fire.
Missiles come out. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, so
And
and wild surge.
I do not wild surge.
Wow.
7 on the dice.
So we did Arvine, Janie, Matisse, and the thing.
Team. It's time for
See how this
team.
works. No, okay. All right, so it doesn't seem to have a lot of like tentacles in this form, but at this particular point during the fight, it does grow these like some tentacles shoot out, and it also grows like these weird like sort of pseudopods, which are these big thick sections. And
Suckers.
it starts like flailing all around the place and smashing all over everything, and the tentacles shoot up into the ceiling where it came from, and the pseudopods are kind of smashing everything around it, and it basically retreats back up into the ceiling. So Matisse and Janie each get an opportunity attack.
And Arvine, you mean?
Sorry, Arvine and Matisse.
Okay.
Use my words properly.
All right. AC 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
That'll hit for 10 slashing
AC
damage.
23 for 8.
So
Okay.
10 and 8 damage.
So it's morphing and moving around, but you do manage to connect with your hits as it's going, and it goes up into the ceiling, and then like the walls all around and are crashing in. There's ice coming down, so basically the entire intersection gets completely buried in debris. So all 3 of the passengers are now cut off,
Oh no.
and the fight is over. But you guys are cut off from the other passageways. That is the end of part 2 of our adventure. Stay tuned for part 3. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.